The sum of Ed's age and Ron's age is 39. Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age. What are their ages? Okay, so let's see if we can figure out this math problem. And we do have a multiple choice question here. And let's take a look at our answers. So A is 19 and 20. B is 18 and 21. C is 14 and 25. And D is 10 and 29. All right, now if you think you can figure this out, go ahead and put your answer into the comment section. I'm going to show you the correct solution in just 1 second. Then, of course, I'm going to show you exactly how to solve this math problem. All right, so one more time. The sum of Ed's age and Ron's age is 39. Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age. What are their ages? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the solution. The correct answer here is C, 14 and 25. Okay, now if you got this right, you definitely get an A plus, a 100%, a happy face, and a certificate of excellence. So the great thing about this problem is that it is multiple choice. So you can just simply apply some common sense and trial and error to figure out the right answer is C. And if that is the way you did it, that is fantastic. Now, if this problem wasn't a multiple choice question, well, you may want to use some algebra to figure it out. So let's go ahead and get into exactly how to solve this using algebra. So before we get into the actual math here, let's just see why C is the right answer. Now, in order to determine the correct answer here, we need to understand the question, and it's always a good idea to read a math word problem at least 3 times before you start to try to figure it out. You really got to make sure you understand the information in the question, and if you don't get all the little details, you can confuse what's going on. Alright, so the sum of Ed's age and Ron's age is 39. So what does this mean? Well, if you add Ed's age and Ron's age, the answer is 39. So let's just kind of take a look at our choices here. So 19 and 20, well, this is 39. 18 and 21, 39. 14 and 25, also 39. And 10 and 29, 39. So, this part of the problem is not going to help us determine the correct answer because all of these pairs of ages add up to 39. So let's take a look at the next sentence here. Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age. So if Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age, who's older? Well, Ron has to be older, right? So he's going to be 3 years less than double Ed's age. So now we have to kind of take a look at our answers here. And you can see 19 and 20 are too close, right? So even if this is like 3 less, this is really doesn't make a lot of sense. So we can kind of go through our answers here and take a look at C and maybe even D. But if we double this younger age, 14, we get what? Well, we get 28. And if we take 28 and subtract 3 years from it, like the problem indicates, Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age, well, we get 25. So this is why this answer right here makes sense. Okay, so this is one approach. You can use common sense and trial and error to figure out a problem like this. And again, you could do this because the question is multiple choice. Okay, now if we don't have a multiple choice question here and just an open-ended question, well, we're going to want to use some algebra to solve this problem. So let's go ahead and get into some algebra and figure out the solution to this question. So let's suppose this is our original question, i.e. we don't have a multiple choice problem. So in this case, we need to use some algebra to figure this out. Now you could kind of play around with this to get the right answer because the numbers, the ages, are not too difficult, but the most direct way to figure this out is to use algebra. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how we can do that. Now the first thing again is to make sure you actually understand the situation in the problem. So we have 2 people here. We have Ed and Ron. Now we have some relationships between their ages. Now the first thing that we know is that the sum, i.e. if we add Ed's age and Ron's age together, the sum is 39. So this is one relationship between their ages. But we also have another relationship, and that is Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age? Okay, so we're looking for their ages. So what do we want to do here? Well, what we want to do is kind of visualize or model the problem. So I'm going to show you what I did just to kind of make sure I got all the information in the problem. I can kind of clearly see it. So before I start doing any algebra, I want to make sure I understand the situation. All right, so Ed plus Ron's age, the sum of their ages is 39. Now, anytime you see this word is in mathematics, right here is 39, and then right here is, this is the equal sign. So in other words, we're going to be building some equations because anything with the equal symbol in it, any mathematical statement with an equal symbol is an equation. Okay, so the sum of Ed's age and Ron's age is 39. All right, so this is one equation, but this second half here is a little bit tricky, so we need to make sure we understand exactly how to express it. So Ron's age is, okay, so Ron's age is equal to 3 less than twice Ed's age. So we're going to have to double Ed's age and then take 3 off of that. So once again, the sum of Ed's age and Ron's age is 39. That's pretty easy to express, but this second half of the problem, we really have to be careful. All right, so again, Ron's age is 3 less than twice Ed's age, right? So we need to double Ed's age and then take 3 off of this, and that is going to be Ron's age. Okay, so here we have two kind of equations, and we might be thinking to ourselves, well, do we need 2 variables? No, we don't need 2 variables to solve this equation. Right now we're trying to figure out Ed's age and Ron's age, but because we can basically express Ron's age in terms of Ed's age, well, we could just use a simple variable to solve for Ed's age, right? So if we can figure out Ed's age, we can get Ron's age. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this algebra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let x equal Ed's age, right? So we're going to replace the word Ed with x, right? So Ron's age is going to be equal to 2 times not Ed, but 2x minus 3. All right, so Ron's age, therefore, will be equal to 2x minus 3 if we let the variable x represent Ed's age. Now, you always want to try to express equations with one variable or the least amount of variables in algebra, because if you have more than one variable, well, then you need more than one equation. All right, so now what we need to do is figure out how we're going to solve for x. So again, x is going to be equal to Ed's age, and Ron's age is equal to 2x minus 3. So how can we do this? Well, we have all different sorts of relationships here that we can use, right? Primarily the easiest one is that Ed's age plus Ron's age, the sum of their age is 39. Okay, now we know what Ed's age is. It's x, right? We just said it's x. And now we know what Ron's age is. It's 2x minus 3. So Ed's age plus Ron's age, which is 2x minus 3, is equal to 39. Okay, so all we have to do is solve this simple algebra equation. X plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 39. And if we could solve this for x, we'll have Ed's age. And then, of course, if we have Ed's age, we can get Ron's age. All right, so let's go ahead and do this simple algebra. Now, hopefully you know how to solve a basic algebraic equation. This is what we call a linear equation. And if you are struggling with algebra, no big deal. What you can do is check out, first of all, let me just say, I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel from basic to advanced math, a lot on solving equations. But if you really are struggling in algebra, make sure to check out my various algebra courses. You can find links to those in the description of this video. All right, now what we want to do here is combine like terms. I have an x here and a 2x. Actually, this is 1x, so 1x and 2x is 3x, right? So we're just simply going to combine these terms. So now I have 3x minus 3. Now, what we want to do in algebra is get all of our variables to the left and all of our numbers to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 3 to both sides of the equation here. So now, adding down in a column manner, I'm going to have 3x plus nothing is 3x, negative 3 plus 3 is 0, and then on the right-hand side I have 39 plus 3 is 42. Okay, so remember the golden rule in algebra, and that is whatever you do to an equation is fine as long as you do it equally to both sides. Okay, so now we have 3x is equal to 42, and to solve for x, all we have to do is divide both sides of the equation by 3. So we're going to get 42 divided by 3 is 14, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. So here we have 1x, or x, and that is going to be equal to 42 divided by 3, which of course is 14. All right, now what was x? Remember, x represents Ed's age. So Ed's age is what? Well, Ed is 14 years old. Okay, so now that we know that Ed's age is 14 years old, how do we get Ron's age? Well, that is very easy. So recall, Ron's age is equal to 2x minus 3. It's 3 less than twice Ed's age. And Ed now, of course, is 14 years old. So to figure out Ron's age, all we're going to do is replace this x with 14. Okay, so this is going to be 2 times 14, which is 28 minus 3, and our answer is 25. All right, so our actual answer here is Ed is 14 and Ron is 25. Now again, because we did have a multiple choice question, it's much easier if you don't understand the math to pick the right answer. All right, so for those of you that still are taking tests and you have a multiple choice question, I would say that more than 50% of the time you can use the answers in the multiple choice question to figure out the right solution, right? So, multiple choice questions are great. Now, if you don't have a multiple choice question, well, then you're going to have to use some math. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if that's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you really want to improve in mathematics, it doesn't make a difference where your starting point is, all right? You can definitely improve in math, but it does take time, and the most important thing is great instruction. So if you really want to learn from me, make sure to check out my full main math courses. You can find links to those in the description of this video. Okay, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.